So this mission was an AI head to this this place southeast of North Korea, destroy the tanks battalions, right?
Yeah, tanks and artillery.
Tanks and artillery. Roger that. We put pre-planned threat steer point of SA6, right? And the steer point 6,
Yeah, just for reference, that's all.
yeah. To make sure that we'll not engage close closer than this circle. And also we put a point of alpha or something somewhere in the east.
Yeah, that's going to be like the point where we separate. And just remember the SA6 is just basically the range you want to arc around your target while you search. I wouldn't go any closer than say 6 miles when you launch. Try to launch it at 10 miles if you can, and try to get out of there by 7. Just because you don't know where those SA13s are and so forth. So that's my recommendation there.
Okay, roger that. So remind me where was the point of alpha, 2 point alpha.
Steer point alpha, just like when we proceed off of steer, I think it is 5, not
Yeah,
5.
it was 80 degrees from steer point 6, and how far?
Yeah, I got to redo these. These didn't get saved here. I need to switch 5 and 7 around if I remember correctly, because that kind of just looked
Yeah,
weird. Yeah, you remember?
yeah, you're right.
Okay, so now you can double click your flight and your aircraft, and those will be switched around. But yeah, we were just going to
Yeah,
come off of steer 4 and then go to alpha, and then you could proceed to alpha because you're going to take the north quadrant. And then from
mm-hmm.
alpha, you just work your way around, or honey is what we called it.
Yeah,
Just work your way around to the northeast there, and I'll stay south and I'll stay south of honey, and you stay north of it.
okay. And this point, honey, it was 80 degrees from steer point 6,
Zero
and
seven five.
075. How
Yeah.
far, sir?
It's just right on the ring of the SA6.
Oh, yeah.
And I just drew a couple of steer point lines so I could have a visual reference on my HSC.
Okay, steer point number this one, and we will call it, get rid of the ruler. Honey, honey. Okay, I guess I'm good to go. Let's just check the munitions. Munitions are all okay. All okay. Flight plan, all okay. For now, it's clear skies until this moment. We don't know what we'll face in this area, but that's okay. Okay, so you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just remember, I think you gave me like 11 and below or something at steer 3, and you were going to take 12 and above, or for bore sighting, something like that.
Yeah, for bore sighting, you will maintain 11 and below. I'll maintain around 13 and above. While attacking, you are 15 and below. I will be 17 and above, as
Okay.
far as I remember.
Okay, and I recommend right there, just north of steer 3, is 2 towns. One's on the west of Jinbu, and one's on the east. I recommend we each take a town, and that'll kind of keep us separated.
Roger that. I will take the east. You will take the west. That's
Okay,
good
and
with me.
I'll stay west of the steer line at all times until bore sighted, and then yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, roger that. So Okay, I will make the air-to-air tacan for one X-ray.
That's standard,
Right?
remember? Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we didn't mention the bingo, Joker bingo.
Yes, I was going to tell you about that, but that's all. Everything went south after that. Um, it's pretty much where we're operating. We've been using 5 and 4, and that'll work just fine.
Okay, 5 and 4. Not too bad.
Yeah, and that's a little conservative, but especially with the weather being good. And I don't think we have any tanker support, although it may be out there along the coast. But I think we're going to be in and out of there pretty quick. It doesn't take long to get these Mavericks off the rail.
Okay.
Now, the only thing we didn't talk about is target assignments, because we're going to be operating in the same area. We don't want to use the Mavericks on the same targets. So what I recommend is, if it works out, you can take vehicles north of 6, and I'll take vehicles south of 6.
Yep. Okay.
So if you just draw a basic, if you just take that steer line and go straight through to the west side of the circle, that 075. I'll just take everything on that side, and you take everything on the north side. Now, if it doesn't work out that I have targets on the south side, then we'll have to use some you'll have to use some visual references in the area so we can sort targets. Okay. The other option would be you could take tanks and I'll take artillery.
Okay.
So that's, you just make the call once you get up there and you see what the situation looks like. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And the other thing too is we probably should. I'm going to give you 1650 as your laser code, and I'm going to take 16. Now, if it'll work here, and I'll take 1660.
Okay.
And 1660. Okay, so you're 1650. I'm 1660.
Okay.
And what that'll, I'm sorry.
I can see my aircraft at 1650. If I choose till 1688.
Double click your flight and your aircraft and check again.
My flight, aircraft, check again, till 1688.
It shouldn't be, my friend. I just changed it.
Okay, I'll change it from my side. 1660. Okay.
See,
No 1660 until.
it should be, because 1688 is the highest, I believe, but.
Yeah, once I type 1660, it converts into 1560.
Well, I can take 1560. You give yourself 1560 and give me 16, or you can. I think it's 1650 and 1550 and 1650. Doesn't matter. We can separate them by 1. I can be 1688 and you can be 1687. Just pick 2 and set them.
I'll be 1550. Okay. You will be 1650.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
See if it works.
I'm 1650. You are. Oh fuck! Something's wrong.
Just just separate them by 1. Give me 1651 or whatever it is. Just make it simple. One of us 88, one of us 87. Just
Okay. 1650.
You have to actually hit set code before you leave the screen, before you switch aircraft.
Yeah, but when I assign myself to 1650, it refuses to give you 16 at all. Not even 16. When I type 16, okay, now it's 16, and 1651. Set those. Okay. So now I'm 1650. You are 1651.
Let's check.
Work for you?
Sandman's 51. Ressay is 50. Yeah, it looks good. I don't remember exactly what the code, what numbers they're top and bottom, so that might be the mistake, but that's okay.
No problem. I guess we can even set him through the aircraft.
No. You'll have to change it in the aircraft, but you can't. The codes are set into your bombs, so now
Yeah,
you can actually change your LST and your targeting pod code, but if you're dropping bombs, those will always be programmed to what you set in the UI.
Still that, yeah.
But the reason I say do this is there might be a situation where one of us is having trouble finding targets, so the other could laze and help you get eyes on targets, stuff like that. So it's an option anyway.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
15-minute ramp, and we good? You there?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yep. Sure.
Okay, so taxi and then at ramp at 15 minutes, go ramp.
Roger that.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Muting Discord.
Same. Here we go. Crap. Hate when I do that shit. Started everything but the most important. Now I've got to do a Control-Alt-Delete. That's always questionable. Okay, worked. I dodged a bullet on that one. Uh-oh. I lost some of my assignments with my ICP, so I have to redo those axes, but anyhow. Better go ahead and get this TGP going. Okay, weapon page. Let's see, list. Yeah, where's it at? Okay, he's 1650. So, and I'm 51. So, let's see, list, miscellaneous. All right. Ready, just need an altimeter setting.
Roger that, stand by for alpha check.
Cowboy 1, beach on approach 3026.
Okay, 126, 136, altimeter 3026.
2.
Taxi, runway 08. Hold short.
Okay, 1 is taxiing.
2. Brakes work.
Okay, sounds good. And I have my taxi lights working.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess you had some problems as well.
Something I've done with the configuration of the game.
Okay.
Taxi, runway 08. Hold short.
All right.
Cowboy 11, beach on tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08.
Remember, set your lights to flash. And then when I set mine to steady, it means I'm ready to go.
Okay, Roger.
Okay, pretty much got everything ready.
Okay, 1 is taking off.
Cowboy 11, beach on tower. Resume on navigation. Cowboy 12, beach on tower. You are cleared for takeoff, runway 08. Cowboy 12, beach on tower. Resume on navigation.
2.
Reference 0.3.
2.
Hinge of 30.
Copy. You want me to stay at 11?
No, we'll get to 13 and then you will get low to 11. I will go high up to 13 and above.
Okay, copy that. I'm pretty much ready, though. I'm only 20 miles from steer 3.
Roger that. So 2 you can detach and provide at 11 and below. I will detach and provide at 13 and above.
Okay, I'm transitioning over to the west side of the flight plan steer line here.
Roger that.
Do you remember to power your Mavericks on?
Yeah, sure, they are already powered.
Yeah, I forgot. I did it in the climb. All right. Town up here. See if I can find it. I think that's it right there. Alright, weapon page. Uncage. Cage, expand, okay. GGP on site. There we go, buildings will be better.
Caution. Caution.
Good handoffs. 2 bore decided.
Roger that. To rejoin reference to steer point 4.
Steer 4 rejoin. And let's actually go back and make sure that we can go to the test screen.
Angels 15.
2. Okay, cursor 0. Steer 4 air to air.
Okay, I'll maintain 330 knots until you rejoin.
2.
Declare. Okay, that's me.
Yep.
Stand by for Victor.
What do you say now?
Cowboy, 1-1, Sentry. 2, it's your clear.
Stand by. And now Victor is clear.
Copy. So uniform 13?
Sentry, 2, radar contact. Bullseye, 040, 60 miles, 17,000.
Okay, K2, confirm you are receiving visitors on uniform 13.
2 on uniform 13.
Loud and clear.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 010. 120 miles, 18,000.
Okay, one visual. Increasing to 400.
2.
Fox 2. Rooster 5, RTB. Cowboy 1-1, Sentry 2, contact is outlaw.
Lock him up and he'll
Sentry
talk
2,
to you.
radar contact. Bullseye 030. 60 miles,
Say it again.
17,000.
If you lock him up, he'll call Buddy Spike.
Okay, no body spike. I guess we are bandit.
I'll lock him up. Stand by. Yeah, looks like a 2 ship,
Fox 2.
maybe a 4 ship.
Fox 2.
Okay, to Fenton.
Roger, continue. Go QQ1.
Cowboy 1, Sentry 2, nearest hostile J5s. 3 ship, Bullseye 085. 80 miles, 17,000.
Okay.
That's them.
Okay, they are G5. We can pick them up.
I would stay focused on our mission.
Okay, then focus on our mission.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to run yourself out of gas and then we'll just be going home.
Roger.
Say speed.
Sorry for the speeding. Let's make it 450.
I don't think I can do 450, man, without staying in afterburner.
020. 120 miles,
Okay,
19,000.
let's make it 420.
I'll try.
400, man.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a try. I just don't want to be in burner the whole time.
Man, they are very close.
Well, if you want to take him, your call.
Sentry 2, contact
Okay,
is
they
friendly.
are friendly. They are friendly. Now, let's head to Cedar Point Honey.
2.
Rocket 4-2, Buddy Spike.
I suggest we fence in as well.
Sentry 2, radar contact.
Good in you.
Bullseye 020. 120 miles, 19,000.
I'd say fence in.
Okay, 210. I said it before.
Sorry, Chalice was talking over the radio, man. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, no problem. So, 1 is fenced in to 2.7, 3.3, 9.5 tank speeding.
Two's in, 283291 feeding.
Copy.
Mind if I drop back into a trail here?
Okay, no problem.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye, 020, 120 miles, 19,000.
The two go trail, 1 mile.
2.
Okay, I've got lots of movers between 2.5 and 7. Let's get closer to acquire the target.
2.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye, 010, 60 miles, 17,000.
Alright, let's get rid of this NVG.
Okay, they are all now trucks, vehicles. There's no artillery, there's no tanks I can see now.
Okay, just keep scanning, I guess. Make sure you're looking at enemy and not friendly. Alright, request to proceed now towards Steer 6.
Radar contact. Bullseye, 005, 60 miles,
Okay,
17,000.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm entering the arc at 10 DME.
Coming.
Sentry 2, be advised. Hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye, 010, 50 miles.
Okay, I'm going to extend to east and head back once more to target in order to get a good visual on the target.
Well, one of the, roger that. One of the axes that's not mapped, unfortunately, is my zoom, but I can make it work.
Copy.
it.
Sentry 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 020, 60 miles. Cowboy 1-2, Sentry 2, contacted a bogey.
Say again?
Can you see all of these AAAs?
No, I can't.
Okay, I'll give you directions. Stand by.
Sentry 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 020, 60 miles. Cowboy 1-1, Sentry 2, contacted a bogey.
Okay, man, I don't know if that one will be okay with you if I told you that they are bearing 255 20 miles.
That's from your position, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, tell me how to send you a data link to air to ground.
It's okay. I'm just looking for targets right now, man. I'm just kind of scanning here. I got data there, cursor data. Stand by.
Roger that.
All right, that's basically where I'm looking.
Okay, there are lots of trucks and they are trailing AAA.
Okay, good call. I see them.
For now, they are our target because they are the only target available in this area.
Okay, you just tell me when to roll in on target.
After that, so 2, you are clear to hot from southeast.
Okay, just you're inside my quadrant there, so you need to go back up to the north.
Yeah, okay, I'm heading north right now.
Okay, copy that. Okay, 2's in hot from the east.
Detected. Bullseye 030,
Roger
80
that.
miles.
And you are free to maintain whatever altitude you will be okay with, okay? We are working in 2 separate quadrants.
Okay, copy that. Music's on. Rifle.
Altitude. Altitude.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 340, 80 miles, 17,000.
Okay, I got a splash on that target.
Roger that. I see AAA firing, huh?
Okay, copy that.
Okay, one music on.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 340, 80 miles,
One
17,000.
rifle off to the north.
Cowboy 1-2, Sentry 2, contacted a bogey. Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 340, 100 miles, 12,000.
I'm just waiting on your impacts because I don't want to shoot the same target.
Okay, I'm looking at my target right now. Once I get a shake, I will let you know. Okay, one is shaking.
Okay, two's in hot from the southeast.
Roger that.
Rifle.
Sentry
Two's
2,
off hot to the east.
025, 60 miles, 20,000.
Copy.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 020, 50 miles, 20,000.
There's a little curve in the road where that first smoker was. I'm taking everything to the south and east of that. Shack on my target.
Roger that. Two in hot from the northeast.
Two's in hot from the southeast.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye, 020, 40 miles, 20,000.
Two rifle off hot to the east.
Copy.
Tried to ripple there, and the smoke was obscuring the target. Couldn't get two off at once, so I had to quickly switch back. Fucking zoom.
Okay, I see your target, and I am just to the right of your target, okay?
Okay, copy that.
Okay, one got chased on
Sentry 2,
target, yeah.
radar contact. Bullseye, 015,
Copy.
40 miles, 15,000.
One in hot from northeast.
Copy. Okay, gonna deconflict here. Stay on my side of the line. Looking at some juicy targets right there. Let's go ahead and go ripple 2. And
Okay, two, what's your fuel state?
2 is 6.8 dry.
Copy that, one has 7.1, thank you.
Okay, 3 Mavericks left. I'm gonna ripple 2 on this next pass.
Roger that. Okay, one rifle, off hot from northeast.
A little further out here. Give me a little more time. Plus, I want to wait to see where his goes. I might even be able to get 3 off. Get the ripple 2 and then go for that third single. We'll see.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye, 0385, 30 miles, 15,000.
Watch, those are the targets he's going after. Let me know when your missiles impact.
Okay, roger that.
Getting close to that AAA again, which is right there. Okay, ripple 2. All right, I am in from the southeast.
Copy.
Don't want to get any closer to that AAA. All right.
Okay, I guess I've lost my missile. It didn't impact once I had it, so I guess I missed it.
Bullseye 020, 60
There's
miles.
one.
Something went wrong. It didn't impact.
There's two. And now I'll just switch Mavericks, get the third one, and rifle.
Okay, one in hostile northeast.
Gonna have to go slightly below here.
Altitude. Altitude.
Two rifle. Two rifle out, and Dakota off to the northeast.
Roger that.
Caution.
You can
Caution.
go air and maintain cover.
Copy that.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 355, 100 miles, 16,000.
Don't want to switch just yet. I want to see if these are going to impact. Ripple 2 and then the single afterwards. I kind of pushed it a little bit. See, we are flowing southeast right now. Pitch a little bit. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Nice. 3 impacts.
Bullseye 035, 60 miles.
Copy that.
Cowboy 1, Sentry 2, I don't have any targets. Cowboy 1-2, Sentry 2, picture clear.
Okay, picture clear.
Copy. Okay, one is rifle.
Sentry 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 035, 80 miles.
Okay, one is rifle and confirming Dakota. Okay, now 3.8.
2. Okay.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye
Okay,
045, 80 miles, 20,000.
Shit, I can't fucking hear him. Say again?
I've got 3 impact to the target.
Okay, good.
Okay, 2, rejoin engine 19.
2.
Speed is 300.
Copy.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 050. 80 miles, 20,000.
One music up.
2.
Lock.
A little bit lower altitude while I rejoin. 60 left on the aspect.
Copy.
Sorry, just talking to myself here. And it's so hard to see at nighttime here. Okay, overshoot on the left. Oh, not really saddled.
Okay, I'm still blind.
Left side.
Okay, visual.
That is hard to do when you can't see.
Sentry 2, radar contact. Bullseye 060. 80 miles, 20,000. Snake 5-1. Active. Bullseye 025. 140 miles. Snake 5-1.
Okay, let's make the speed 380.
Okay, you just confirm. Are you an afterburner right now?
No, I'm just in military power.
Okay, copy that.
Do you have the descent in your throttle?
No, I took it out, but anytime you're leading a flight, you always want to leave power for the rest of your wingmen. So if you tell everybody to set military power, you want to set military power minus 5%. Otherwise, everybody's going to be an afterburner to try to keep up with you.
Okay, gotcha. So let's say military power, and I will set military power minus 5%, okay?
Yeah, I mean, or, you know, if you want to say set 380 on the speed or whatever, or you want to climb out at you know, whatever, military power or whatever it is, you know, just always leave a little bit of power margin for your wingman.
Okay, roger that. And I guess because you removed the descent, this is why you keep using your afterburner.
Yeah, I have to listen for it because I'm not looking down at the gauge all the time.
Okay, so your fuel state is?
Right now, I'm at 5.3.
Okay, 5.6. Thanks, John.
But you're in afterburner right now. I can see it.
No, now I'm in military power, and yeah, okay. Now I need to, I guess, recalibrate my set because I'm over 110 at the end.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, I'll try to maintain 380, okay?
Good luck.
Bingo. Bingo.
2 Joker.
Bullseye, 030, 80 miles,
Roger that.
20,000.
Okay, to Fantastic.
2's heads down.
Okay, to switch to uniform speed.
2.
To confirm you are receiving this on uniform proceed.
2. Your comms are good, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I have no problem hearing you whatsoever.
Good to go. Okay, two, I guess for now, you are taking lead. You will lead us to the runway in the right approach instead of the just going instead ahead to the runway.
Okay, no problem. 2 has the lead. 1 cross under.
Roger that, one cross under.
Careful. Under, not through.
Yeah, you said under, okay?
What you want to do is you want to drop down and back so you have nose tail clearance, you know, and then you cross under.
Roger that. Okay, catching up is a little bit difficult in darkness, you know.
Get your NVGs on.
Okay,
In.
2. Oh, sorry, 1.
So you see me okay now with your NVGs?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. All right, speed 350.
Roger that.
Descend Angel 7.
1. One is Joker.
2.
Okay, sorry, I overshoot it.
No problem. Just route formation is fine. Something comfortable.
Roger that.
So what we'll do is once we get past this steer point 9, we can descend down below 7. 7 I picked because of the min safe area altitude in the area due to terrain.
Roger.
And I believe we took off on runway 26, so that's what we'll land on.
Okay.
Or maybe it was 8.
Okay.
But we'll go for 26 because the winds are calm.
Roger.
Stand by for altimeter setting.
Cowboy 1, reach on approach 3028.
3028. Set altimeter 3028.
1. Okay, 1 in position.
Cowboy 1-2, reach on approach, runway 08 for landing.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to enter a downwind, a right downwind for 08, okay?
Roger that.
And we'll do it in a 1 mile trail, so you can go 1 mile trail.
Okay, 1.
Reference steer point 10.
1.
Right here's the terrain that's really important. That's why I picked 7,000. That's 2,000 above the highest terrain.
Roger that, so I set my elo to 7,000.
I did the same. You can also set your AGL to 2,000, so if you ever cross something you weren't expecting, you know, it'll go off as well.
Okay, roger that.
Just a little trick.
The car low?
Yeah.
Roger. 2,000.
All right, leveling at 7.
1.
Buddy Spike.
Roger that.
Descending Angels 3.
1.
Altitude. Altitude.
Can I get a stop block in you without body spike?
You can buddy spike me. I'll just turn off my. Yeah, you can lock me up all you want now.
Roger that.
But you could do it with TWS. It's not as aggressive.
Okay, got you.
All right, referencing steer 11, setting up for the right downwind. I just got to find the airport.
Roger that.
Reference heading of 240.
240.
See if that's it. Okay, we are right off the approach end of the runway now. Let's descend to Angels 15, 1.5.
Roger that, 1.5.
And 300 knots. Now don't forget, after I come in and land, you should request an autonomous approach.
Altitude. Altitude.
And then it will light up the runway for you. Now it's lit up 26 for us, but we're actually going to come around and land 8. So.
Okay, roger that.
John traffic Cowboy 1-2 right downwind runway 8 full stop. John. All right, reducing 250.
1.
Good evening, Cowboy 1, Yichan approach, runway 08. Welcome back.
There we go.
Good evening, Cowboy 1, Yichan approach, runway 08. Welcome back.
Cowboy 1-2 is right base 8 full stop John.
Bingo. Bingo.
1.
Shit. I forgot to turn my lights back on. I couldn't see anything when I took the NVGs off.
Okay.
Yeah. The cockpit was dark. John traffic Cowboy 1-2 final runway 8 John.
Good evening, Cowboy 1-2, Yichan Tower, cleared for landing, runway 08. Check gear down.
Cowboy 1-1, Yichan Tower, final runway, Yichan.
Good evening, Cowboy 1-1, Yichan Tower, cleared for landing, runway 08. Check gear down.
One on final. One touchdown.
John traffic Cowboy 1-2 clearing runway 08 at the end.
Cowboy 1-2, Yichan Tower, taxi clear of the runway.
John Traffic Cowboy 1 is clear of the active taxi to park. Okay, shutting down.
One shutting down.
All right. Back on Discord if you're still here.
Yo, still here.
Hey.
Okay, go flight.
Yeah, it's good. See how we did.
Yeah, I only missed one missile. The one I told you.
Ah, copy that.
And you've got your 6 hits.
Ah, okay.
So
Good. 4 D30s for you.
one crap.
And 1 Kratz, and then I got the D30s. So those artilleries are killer for the ground units, man. So they're almost better. Well, they're better than tanks because the tanks have to be closer than the artillery. So whenever you can take out artillery, that's good.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah. So good mission, and they were already engaging some of our troops up there.
Yeah, I saw lots of bombing on the ground.
Yeah, so there's some friendlies up there now. So next mission will be day 2. Well, we're already day 2, but it'll be after 6 a.m. So.
Yeah.
And then day 3, the weather starts to turn to shit. So I have to keep an eye on that. Might be shooting some approaches back to get in.
Okay.
Although I didn't set the weather up crazy, so it's just normal weather. I didn't change the sliders, to anything crazy.
Okay, you just put it as is.
Yeah, but I may change my mind, so we'll see.
Okay, what is that?
So let's see. Don't forget to fence in. I know leading's tough. I talked to you about setting the power, and no matter what power setting you want, you always set yourself a little bit below. And if your wingmen are finding themselves hard to stay up, they'll say, "Hey, lead, can you give me some?" And what that means is give them a few notches of power. So bring your power back a few percent, and that's giving them some. So when they say that, that's what they mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I found my stack calibrated well, so my afterburner is just to the 10.
Good. Yeah, I've got to mess with mine. I shouldn't have tried to do that, but we'll see. I really want to get one of those throttles where it actually raises up to put it into like the real F-16, but we'll see.
Okay, roger that.
Let's see, what else was I going to talk to you about? Fencing in. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, it's a decent mission. It was good. We got the mission accomplished what we wanted to, so I'll just kind of observe here over the next 4 or 5 hours and see what's going on, and we'll
Okay, I
see what we
see.
need to do.
Okay, in the DZ what something, I don't know, in the quadrant of 5-1,
Uh-huh.
just to the southwest of 5-1, I see these four, these four units that they are hiding behind the wall that we used to take them with the marks.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you see them? Oh,
Yeah,
let me
bottom left
see.
corner. There's an F-16 over them now, right?
Yeah, yeah. The
Uh-huh.
one to the left of this.
Yeah.
The one to the left of this. It's the
Art
8 Heart Artillery.
The Hearts. Yeah, we could go after that again. Also, keep in mind, see, the reason there's not much air out there, if you go to the intel, you can see that their air power is pretty much decimated. Our air
Yeah.
defenses are down, but their air power is pretty much through. So they should be getting a resupply fairly soon, I think. But until then, there's just not going to be any air threats whatsoever. So we might as well just work in our quadrant there. And as you said,
Okay,
we could go after those artillery if you want.
what about taking Orca Strike? Like hitting runways?
We can, if we can find one that's open.
Okay.
They might all be destroyed. Of course, I haven't done much with Oka strikes. I basically toned that down.
They are awesome. I like Orca Strikes.
Yeah.
The low level attack, all of this stuff. Okay, and I believe that we didn't take the runways down. Like the one to the north of our target, northwest. It's Kumni Air Base.
Yeah, it's down though. It's at 0%.
Come on, man, it's 100%.
Well, let me make sure I'm looking at the right one.
Kumni Air Base.
Oh, I'm looking at Heon.
Okay, southwest. It's working.
Southwest of what?
Southwest of our target, the one that we have just striked. Okay, let me get the labels. I know it's in the city of Guangsan. You see city of Guangsan in the northern shore. You see where we were striking?
Yeah.
There is this AOG, the two ships in the water.
Uh-huh.
Just to the left and north. I'll get a ruler. Okay, degree 9294 degrees, 17.6 miles. You will see a city to the coast.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, there is a runway there. The runway called Komni Air Base. It's 100% operational, and I see it. It's a big air base.
Yeah, the only thing would be to then look and see what's based out of there. That would be in, we might not be able to see it, but we'll see. Kwomni. A bunch of attack stuff. Yeah, so that would be a good one to go after. There's a bunch of Su-25s, IL-28s, and MiG-17s.
MiG-17s, yeah.
So
we can take it down. And I guess this was the one responsible for the MiG-17 that we met, the J5 that we met when we were traveling to the target, right?
okay, yeah, so that's the deal then. We'll
We'll need to tag an AI with SIAD scores to take down the SA2s, or one of us can take the SA2s, the other one can destroy the runway.
yeah, there's 2 runways. You probably both want to go for it, so we could probably take a seed in there. But what we'll do is when you got time to plan it, I'll bring the server up, and I'll
Copy
let you,
that.
I'll let you plan it, and then once you get it planned, I'll save it, and then we'll fly it because I could probably fly tomorrow night, but then I think after that, well, I know for a fact after that I'm done. Because the next
Okay, no
day I've
problem.
got double Dammam, and then I'm off to the States.
Okay, no problem. Even me, I've got lots of things to do